I want to tell you about Bob the Corgi, who howls and sings at a song every single day, who reminds me every time he does that what it means and how wonderful it feels to live from within out. And I wrote a post about him on LinkedIn. And so Bob, this is Bob that you see here in the picture. This is him singing his song, his heart out. And Bob has had a lot of anxiety in his life. He was a street rescue dog. And this is the one thing that has changed his world, is we bought him an Alexa for his room, which is actually the laundry room. And it's become his space, his vibe. And he's such a much more grounded, in tune dog. And this is this is my goal for myself. This is my goal for everybody who works with them. I'm not saying that you need to howl or have a song that's yours. You can, but it just inspires me. And every day that I hear him do this, and it's often multiple times throughout the day. And yeah, I'm going to read my LinkedIn post for you so you can hear the whole story. Most people try to fix the bark so they can feel better. But what if feeling better first is what lets your life actually change? A lot of people try to change so they can feel better, try to create a new habit so they can feel better. But what if you feel better and then everything just unfolds easily? I'm so into that. It's not about digging into something. It's about feeling into something, or allowing you to feel into something. Bob the Corgi has his own room. Technically, it's the laundry room, but we call it Bob's room. And with his own Alexa playing 70s hits, it's sacred. He used to bark like a wild beast. Oh my gosh, he used to like freak me out. Every time a stray cat walked by, harsh, static, everyone on edge. Now, this window that you see, it's a door to our side yard, and it's not just cats. We have squirrels and possums and skunks and raccoons, and I live in Los Angeles, technically Glendale, which is a city within the county of Los Angeles, and we have so much wildlife here. LA is a weird place. It's very city, and lots of wildlife. So he used to bark like a wild beast every time a stray cat walked by. Harsh, static, everyone on edge. It freaks you out. If you're not familiar with the Corgi's bark, it's harsh. It really is something that makes you jump, literally, out of your seat, especially if he's behind you and you're not expecting it. We tried it all. Treats, whistles, special wraps, a 3K sleepaway dog training. Yeah, we sent him for this 2-week dog training and then another week follow-up. And some of it stuck, but most of it didn't. It helped, but only kind of helped. Because the bark wasn't the problem. It was a symptom. Bob didn't feel safe in his world. So we shifted the world around him. Now, Bob sings to The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face every single day. Long, wavy howls that follow the notes. It's not a bark anymore. It's art. And he really is. He howls, and he's always loved to sing. He likes to sing when we sing to my son. And, or when we read certain books, there's books that he'll howl along to, like he wants to be in on the game. But this one is just for him. And it's not even a song that any of us ever sing. We just put on the 70s hits on Alexa, and it just happened to come up, and we just noticed that he was howling and singing. And so it's in his playlist. We always make sure that it's in the playlist for the day. And you can tell he's just so happy doing it. It's not like sorrowful. It's, oh, I feel so me. And he so loves it. And he likes you to watch him to do it too now. He used to not do it in front of us, but now he does. And it's just him emoting himself. It's so beautiful. I never thought I would be so inspired by Bob the Corgi, but here I am. He found his rhythm when we gave him an environment where he could relax into being. And I swear this has everything to do with Before You Post, which is course that I have. Most people think they need a template to get started. And before you post is about what you do before you actually post on LinkedIn. All the things that happen before you post it. Also the things that happen before you even write it. So most people think they need a template to get started, a posting routine to ground into, a barking collar of discipline to plug your nose and jump right into it. And I just want to point out one thing here. All of these are external things. Because this is what happens when we go to do something new. It's what I did when I came to LinkedIn too. It's what I tend to do whenever I do something new. I look for the external to build my scaffolding, to structure me, to support me. Now I can look to the external and learn from it. But once you remove external scaffolding away, you don't have anything to support you. Because if you didn't build the inside part, it's kind of like, I think about sometimes, we might have to go on a certain kind of medication because it's helping us in some way. Whether it is for, maybe it's for anxiety, or maybe it's for high blood pressure, or whatever it is. Those are real things, right? And medication can definitely be helpful. But it's better when you do the medication to get the help, but then figure out what are the things that I can do differently myself. Because once you do different, you start to see different. You completely change your reality when you do something different. So, like if I were feeling like, high blood pressure, well, what can I also change that's contributing to it? And I'm not going to pretend to be a medical professional here. There's a lot of things that we don't always know about everything. Some things are hereditary as well. But I would still be looking while I'm going on the medication, what else could I be doing to that supports me from the inside out? That's what I did for my migraines. And I have very few migraines. And I'm not saying that this is a cure for anything at all like that. I'm just saying that sometimes if we look at the external things that we can do, at the same time, while we're using them, what's the internal things we can do? Because once those external things go away, if you haven't built up the internal, you're not going to be standing. And so that's really what I want to point out to it. So I did. I looked for the templates. I looked for, give me your content strategy. I'll just follow it. I'll just do it. And then when it didn't work, and then I took it away, well, it didn't work because it didn't have any part of me in it, so I didn't feel like sticking with it. And then I take it away, then everything crumbles because I didn't build anything within me. Because here's what you actually need. You need a soul safe room. A vibe on repeat. Your vibe. A nervous system that knows I don't have to prove my worth. Because that was me. Performance, improving, and unless I get X number of people to respond or or I get a sale from this or whatever external metric I put on it, then I didn't think what I was doing was worthwhile, or what I was doing didn't have value. And because it didn't do that, and I thought it didn't have value, well, then it didn't happen. I predicted my own future that way. And it wasn't until I shifted and I started really working on the inside. And I'd already done this in other aspects of my life, so I wasn't unfamiliar to it. But when it came to LinkedIn, somehow, all that stuff dropped away. All my expertise was just gone. And I was here please, feed me something so that I can make this work. As opposed to thinking about, wait a minute, I can make this work. I have it all within me. How do I bring it forward? How do I bring it out? And that's what I can help you with. That's what I've helped other people with. How do you take what's here and bring it out? Because before you post is not a template. It's a frequency chamber. So you can sing your message instead of barking it out of pressure. Not a step-by-step on how to write like me. Because I don't want you to be me. You don't want to be me. You want to be you. It's a guided week of how to write as you. Because your words aren't broken. They're just waiting for your music. And I have just a little bit of a note here that I guess goes down onto the next page here that I'll just share that I put at the end. A year ago, I was just beginning to release the rules. I did. I went on this series of unlearning, uncoaching, and I didn't completely unlearn it. It's not like I, zapped it from my mind, but I thought, what if I was no longer guided by that, and that was just extra experience and knowledge in the background? The advice I thought I had to follow, how to show up on LinkedIn. What if that was just something in the background, just something I kind of knew? It was part of my knowledge base, but it wasn't my way into this. I was at a point where I knew if I continue to do it their way, I'll burn out or quit. If I try to do it my way, it'll feel scary, and it did. Felt a little bit of alone, and there was a little bit of wobbliness because I was kind of testing, like, is this me? I don't know if this is me. But I had some really great support in the background, and I think that's key, and that's what I'm offering to you if this is your thing. It's what I've done for other people that I helped. And I didn't realize how much I was doing this until I was reflecting back on the greater proportion of people that I was working with and that I enjoyed working with. And they all wanted to work on their business. Many of them wanted help with writing content for LinkedIn. And so it's just really interesting. Like, it's not something that I went out looking for. It kind of found me, sort of kind of came to me because I was just being me. So it might feel scary, but it will feel true. And that's the key. That's the key right there. It'll feel true for you. And what you read from me now, that's the result. Every post has a vibe. If it squeaks, I don't post it. If it squeals with delight, woohoo, click that button. The transformation hasn't stopped at posts. It's spilling into my client work and my sense of self. It's deeper than the words you read here. And so I just wanted to share, that's what I'm doing. And if you're interested in Before You Post, I'm going to put a link here in the description for you. And you can always go check it out and decide, if you're on that straddling, maybe I'll post on LinkedIn, maybe I won't post on LinkedIn, or maybe you're thinking, I don't know if this is working. I might just stop posting on LinkedIn altogether. This might be the thing that helps you into that next step. So it's a stepping stone.